Hey everybody, if you want to see some of my favorite nudes, just keep watching. How are my Glow Tarts doing today? I hope everybody's well. For those of you that are new, my name is Mandy and welcome to the video. Guys, I'm so glad that y'all decided to come see my nudes. Really, guys, for those of you that thought that you was going to see some actual nudes, nah, that's not what we're doing today. But I hope y'all do like my top. This is actually a dress and it's really uncomfortable right now. So just know I love y'all. But anyways, today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you my favorite nude makeup. My eyeshadow palettes, my nude blushes, everything that's in my collection that I consider my nude favorites, that's what we're going to be showing today. So let's go ahead and get started and jump in. So the first thing is I am going to go ahead and get this out of the way, guys. So the first thing is going to be the lipsticks or liquid lipsticks. Now, I do love the bullet lipsticks, but for the last, I'm going to say 6 months, I have worn nothing but the liquid lipstick, so that's what I'm going to be showing you today. I don't want to show you favorites that I don't use. I want to show you the ones that I do actually use. Okay, so the first one is actually the Revlon. First one is Revlon Ultra HD Lip Color. This is the most comfortable liquid lipstick that I believe I've ever worn in my life. Now, this one is in shade Eternite. Pretty sure I butchered that. I'll put it down here. But it looks dark in this, but it does not come out that dark. It is actually one of my perfect nudes, and I absolutely love it. Now, I will show y'all swatches of this. And the next one, and this also is another one that looks a little bit dark on the tube, but it is absolutely not dark. It's one of my perfect nudes. This is the Broadway Colors Matte Lip Lacquer. Now, this one is in shade One Fine Day. This is one of my favorite nude shades that has got the cool undertone to it. Or it's actually a cool tone color anyways, not really an undertone. You can tell it's cool toned. But this is one of my favorite cool toned nudes that I have. Now, the next one that I have is L.a.colors. This is the L.a.colors Matte Liquid Lip Color, and this one is in shade Sultry. This one is one of those ones, it's a little bit darker than your skin tone and your lip color, but it is so beautiful, and if you slap a gloss on top of this baby, oh my gosh, I think it is one of my favorites. Now, I do have 2 shades that is nude that I'm going to show you, and it is the same thing, except for this one is in Vixen. Now, where this one is a little bit, this is more of the khaki or the tan color skin tone shade. This one does have a pinky undertone, and actually this one, if I were to choose between these two, I would have to say the pinky toned one, but this one goes with so many looks that I wear this one a lot more than I wear that one. Now, the next one is Milani. Now, this is the Milani Amore Lip Cream. Oh, my God. I can't even talk, y'all. I'm telling you. This one is in shade Precious. Now, again, this one has got like a rosy shade undertone. And, oh, my God, if y'all have not smelled these, oh, my goodness, it's like frosting. I mean, it literally smells like you could just stick it right in your mouth and eat it. It smells so good, heavenly. But it does, this one has more of like it's a pinky undertone, but it is more toward like the violet side, if that makes any sense. But I absolutely love this. Okay, now the next one, this is ColourPop, and this is in shade Strut. Now, it does look a little bit light in here. When you first apply it to your lips, it is very light, but I do love what color it is. Now, I am wearing this today, so the longer you wear it, the little bit darker it gets. But it goes on light, and it goes on like the color in the bottle, but it does end up being this shade, and it's a little bit dark, but I find it to be the perfect, because I do have some favorites that are dark nudes. There are light nudes and there are dark nudes, and this is one of the dark nudes, and I absolutely love it. Okay, now I'll show you a couple of glosses. This one is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss, and this is shade Tres Leches. That didn't sound right at all. But, guys, I love this shade. It is just the perfect, it's kind of got a peachy undertone to it, but it is so beautiful. And again, I will swatch all these for you. Well, you don't need to know that. It's almost like a highlight. Like, you know, it's got that sheen to it. Well, this is one of those glosses. No glitter. It's a sheen, and I absolutely love it. It's almost like that perfect wet look that it does give your lips. And the next gloss is one of the Wet n Wild lip glosses. This is the Mega Slicks. And this is in the shade Sun Glaze. Now, these do have little flecks of glitter in it, but you can't really see it, and you can't really see it on the lips either, but it's almost a true metallic lip shade. But the nude color, I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, I had to bring this in here because this is one of my favorite nude pencils. It's actually the Wet n Wild color Icon, and I'm not exactly sure what the shade is, but it is the perfect nude. But I'm not exactly sure which shade this is. It's either a light brown or tan, or I'm not exactly sure. Because if you could tell, it is one of my favorites because it is very short. I use this a lot. And I think this looks so beautiful in the lower waterline. It just makes your eyes look so wide and so bright. It's just the perfect nude. Alright guys, now the next thing you're going to think I'm absolutely nuts, but I have a nude primer that is one of my favorites and used daily. It is the Palladio Rice Primer Mattifying and Perfecting Face Primer. Now, when I say nude, this is a skin tone color, and it is that nice velvety, soft mattifying primer, and it is just beautiful. It definitely makes your pores disappear. I absolutely love this. I use this daily. I do use other primers, but most of the time I'm grabbing this, especially if I am using another primer. I will take this and just kind of pat on the pore prone areas, and it does its job definitely. The next thing I have is a blush. Now, this is only one blush, but it is my absolute favorite nudie shade of blush, if I would say. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay, and it's in shade Feisty. Now, this is just the perfect nude. I absolutely love a natural blush, and this has got the right amount of peach and the right amount of pink kind of mixed together for undertones, and it is a matte blush, but it is beautiful, and it looks so natural. Alright guys, now I do have a couple of bronzers that I consider would be nudes. Now the first one, of course, is my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now this is in light. Oh my gosh. It felt like something was moving in there. Anyways, I do feel like this is a nude, and I think this brings just the perfect glow to your face. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it. It just gives you that glow from within, like the sun is just glistening on your face. I absolutely love this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you can have tried this and know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the next bronzer I just recently got a couple of weeks ago, and I think they've had it for a while, and why I haven't tried it before, I don't know. This is the L.a.colors. The L.a.colors Mosaic Bronzing Powder. Sun-Kissed Bronze is the shade name. Now, if you could tell, it is one of those Mosaic, not exactly sure. I probably butchered that one all to death. But it is one of those ones that does have different shades, and when you mix them together, it just brings out the perfect nude shade. I absolutely love this bronzer. It is a matte bronzer, but if you'll look very close, you can see a couple of the shades do have a little bit, it looks like glitter or shimmer, some kind of glitter flakes in it, but it does not show up on the skin. It comes out matte, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. Next, I'm going to the highlighters. Yes, I do have some nude highlighters that I absolutely love. Now, this first one, y'all have just seen this in a video, but it is quickly becoming one of my favorites. The L.a.colors Strobing Illuminating Powder. Now, this is called a strobing powder, not a highlighter. And this is in shade Champagne. And if you could see, that is the perfect nudie shade, and I absolutely love this. Now, you could build this up to be a very strong highlight, or you could just add that one layer and it is still really popping, but you can make it, you could sheer it out or blend it out and make it look really natural. Now the next highlighter I have, it is a stick highlighter. It is the Barfly highlighter. It is just the cutest little case. Now this is in Candlelit. Now this, oh my gosh guys, if you haven't tried this, this is just the perfect shade of nude. It almost looks like it just gives you that wet highlight look. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's perfect for summer, and I use this a lot. And now that it is springtime, I have been using it a lot here lately. And I just love that it gives you that wet look. But this is the Makeup Revolution highlighter palette in Radiance. Now, I believe they have 2 of these palettes. And, of course, it's got 3 of the shades. And this is supposed to be the dupe for the Ambient. What is it? The Ambient highlighter palette? Anyways, I will put it down here. I don't know why my mind just went blank. But no, this is supposed to be or act like a setting powder if you mix them all together. But I don't, of course, they are just a little bit too popping for that. Now, they are natural highlights. So when you do put these on, if you want to pop and highlight, you do have to layer these up, because these are not strong highlighters at all. And when you mix them all together or you use one by one, you can tell they are all nudie shades. And I think this is just a lovely palette. Now, I would never set my face with this. I have tried that before, and it was just a little bit too intense. But to use for a highlighter, I actually love, and they can build up if you want that really loud highlight. I do have a couple of eyeshadow palettes that I want to show you, and they just have the perfect nude shades in for me. Now, the first one is going to be this little one, this Physicians Formula Natural Nude Palette. Now, of course, people use this, or I have seen people use this for a highlighter. I have also used this for a highlighter, and I absolutely love using it for a highlighter. But the shades in it is, when you want to go for that natural look or a natural sun-kissed look for eyeshadow, these are perfect. And, of course, they are all nudie shades in there. So, of course, I absolutely love that. And it is one of those palettes, highlighter, eyeshadow. You could do all kinds of things with this palette. Now, the next one is the Tarte Lip Palette. Now, of course, this has got some of my favorite nude shades in this palette. This palette is used every single day, whether it be one of the bone shades on the side, or this is just packed full of great transition shades that I just find myself going to every day. And, of course, the next palette, if you know Tarte, you know they do have a lot of nudes. This is Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. Now, oh my gosh, if you have not heard about this palette, this has got the perfect contour shade in there for me, the perfect blush shade, and the perfect bronzer shade, and of course the eyeshadows, if you could see. Now, this is an all matte palette, except for one of the shades, and I do believe it is Instinct right here, but it is a little bit too dark for me to use as a highlight, but it is still a beautiful eyeshadow. And of course, all those nude shades in there are just perfect. And if you haven't had this, oh my gosh, it smells just like chocolate. This palette is so amazing. And for the last palette and the last product that I have to show you is the L.a.colors 16 color eyeshadow palette. Now, it does have 16 shades in it. This one is called Sweet, and I feel like it has got the perfect nude shades all across the board in this palette. Now, they are all shimmer, and let me tell you, these little babies pack a punch. This was actually in one of my favorites videos, and I think I've done a video just showing this and the other palette that they made with this. The other one has a lot more loud colors in it, and it's really colorful. And this one, as you can see, it is just a bunch of nude shades. I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. You do not need to keep layering and layering and layering these. These are ones that one swipe, they are full pigment. I'm telling you, they could see you from space with these things on. And you can actually use a few of the shades for a highlighter. And I think it comes out beautiful. Well, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my nude favorites. And if you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, become part of my Glow Tart family. We would love to have you, and I love you all, and I'll see you next video. Bye.